Are you looking for the best ergonomic mouse? In this video we will look at some of the 4 best mouse on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Logitech MX Master 3S. We're big fans of Logitech accessories in general, and the Logitech MX Master 3S is the best ergonomic mouse overall thanks to its comfortable hybrid design, flexibility, and a multitude of productivity-enhancing features. Its battery lasts up to 70 days on a single charge and offers around 3 hours of use from 1 minute of charging. A dedicated thumb wheel and controls above the thumb rest offer superior flexibility while demanding little hand movement, and it's ready to use with multiple operating systems. This mouse may look intimidating, but it feels immediately natural in the hand. The MX Master 3S buttons are extremely quiet, so much so that we can wholeheartedly recommend this mouse for office use, and the scroll wheel moves along with satisfying, incremental clicks. Initially, we didn't know what to make of the thumb wheel but found it incredibly useful when working in image editing applications, which is when horizontal scrolling was most helpful. You need this mouse if you work in Photoshop, Illustrator, or InDesign. One of the MX Master 3S most convenient features is the ability to pair it with up to 3 Bluetooth devices. A button on the bottom of the mouse lets you switch between connections, but it will never get pressed accidentally as you're mousing around. We could use the mouse with both our personal and work laptops and switch between them without a hitch. While testing this mouse, the biggest surprise was the usefulness of Logitech's Logi Options software, which allows us to designate a specific function to the mouse's scroll wheel, click, and side buttons. Accessing core system features without taking our hand off the mouse was a huge time saver. Logitech's MX Master 3S is an ergonomic triumph, but it's such a powerful, precise instrument that we could recommend it to anyone looking for a wireless mouse for creative work. At number 2. Logitech Lift Vertical Wireless Mouse. While members of the PopSci staff have previously lauded the Logitech Lift, I'd never tried a vertical mouse until testing this one and was initially apprehensive about trying a pointing device so differently shaped than the one I've been used to for over 20 years. It turns out my fears were unfounded, as the Logitech Lift was immediately intuitive and more importantly comfortable to use. Logitech allows you to pair the Lift to your PC or Mac over Bluetooth or a USB-A adapter stored in the mouse's battery compartment so you don't lose it. I opted for Bluetooth, and the mouse was immediately recognized by my MacBook Pro. What struck me about the Lift was how natural it felt under my hand. Its thumb rest cradles my thumb, while my pointer and index fingers fall immediately onto the right and left click buttons. My thumb could easily reach the Lift's 2 side buttons without much movement, while reaching the scroll wheel with either my pointer or index finger was just as simple. There was no learning curve to using this mouse. If anything, going back to a normal one felt foreign. The Lift's scroll wheel isn't as smooth as the one on Logitech's MX Master 3S featured above, but it was ultra responsive. I never scrolled too far while using this mouse. Similarly, all 4 of its buttons worked 100% of the time, with nary a misclick in sight. It's important to note that the mouse's side buttons, located by the thumb rest, make louder clicking sounds than the comparatively soft top buttons. Neither set sounds annoying, but it's something to consider. Clicking in the mouse's scroll wheel button actually produces a sound that's somewhere in between sound-wise. A big part of the Logitech Lift's appeal is customizing its buttons using the company's Logi Options Plus software, available on both macOS and Windows. The app allows you to customize the Lift side and scroll wheel click buttons. I immediately customized the mouse's side buttons to shift between virtual desktops and used the mouse click button to engage Mission Control, which shows all the active windows on my current virtual desktop. These customizations save me precious seconds dozens of, if not over 100, times daily and are essential for maintaining my productivity. If you've wanted to give vertical mice a chance, Logitech's Lift will ease you into using this type of pointing device. Its comfort, customizability, and overall performance make it an excellent choice for any desktop. Better still, a left-handed version is available so everybody can use it. At number 3. Cherry MW8C Ergo. There's a lot to like about Cherry's MW8C Ergo, and it has feature parity with many of the other ergonomic mice we're recommending if you're running Windows. Physically, the horizontal mouse has a gentle curve, with a shape that will be instantly recognizable to most people. The big differences here are the mouse's thumb rest and arched top, which make it comfortable to use for extended periods. Setting up the MW8C Ergo was a simple affair. The company allows you to pair the mouse to your computer with either a USB adapter stashed in a hole on its underside or via Bluetooth. I always opt for Bluetooth, and my MacBook Pro saw the mouse within a few seconds. With a single click, the two devices were connected. Once paired, I used the MW8C Ergo to help complete my daily work of scrolling through websites and opening and switching between different applications, from word processors to image editing software. The mouse felt comfortable to hold, with the thumb rest providing ample space for my thumb and my pointer and middle fingers draped over the right and left click buttons. The thumb rest also provided easy access to the MW8C Ergo's side buttons, more on that in a little bit. In general, I found this mouse's scroll wheel to feel and perform well. I never scrolled too far because it clicked at regular enough intervals that I could stop at the exact point I wanted to. All of this mouse's buttons make a pronounced clicking sound, which could be a pro or con, depending on your preferences. Overall, I found the MW8C Ergo's build quality and performance to be on par with other ergonomic mice I tested, which is great considering its lower price. Unfortunately, my issues with this mouse have to do with its software, which is Windows only. I run macOS on my personal and work computer, so I could not install Cherry's Keys utility, which is required to customize the mouse's side buttons. This meant I couldn't make the MW8C Ergo a seamless part of my workflow. This won't be an issue if you run a Windows machine, but macOS users should be aware. With that caveat aside, Cherry's MW8C Ergo is a performant, inexpensive wireless ergonomic mouse. At number 4. LizSword Wired Gaming Mouse. This wired gaming mouse from LizSword is the best wired ergonomic mouse we could find, especially given its sub-$20 price tag. Advanced features like the ability to change the mouse's sensitivity using a physical button instead of software, built-in LEDs, and additional customizable buttons make it a great overall pick if you don't mind a mouse that needs to be plugged in at all times. That one annoyance comes with the benefit of never needing to charge the mouse or worrying about its battery level if you take it traveling. If you're only going to use your ergonomic mouse at a desk, there's no real downside to choosing a wired one instead of going wireless besides convenience. Ridges on the sides of the mouse make it easier and more comfortable to grip, while protruding side buttons are easy to find and hit without looking down. LizSword says its mouse's right and left click buttons can be pressed over 5 million times without showing signs of degradation. The company also provides software that allows you to change the function of each of this mouse's buttons to make it easier to use. You also have the option to change its sensitivity this way. If you prefer to use wired accessories or want to save a few bucks, this is the ergonomic mouse to get.